Coleman in the Morning. Common Sense Radio.
Looks like we're on to something here with Todd Starnes, who's joining us.
Mercenary radio reporter, Todd Starnes.
Does that make me crazy?
Well, I've been busy waxing my dinghy.
Does that make me crazy?
Smoking pot from a bong.
Does that make me crazy?
You can get free hookers, just don't decorate them with Christmas ornaments.
Usually what happens is if Todd Starnes is there, it's some kind of catastrophe, so...
Yeah, hey, I got to go down. We got to get some ribs or something.
Oh, yeah. Busy waxing the dinghy and writing a new book, for crying out loud, which is now available as of today on pre-order. The book called The Deplorable's Guide to Making America Great Again. Wow. Love it.
A little subtle there, Jamie.
I would say. So what is this book? What am I going to see in this book?
So, look, this book is a handbook for conservatives to use to make sure that we don't ever wind up with another community organizer in the White House.
Aha.
And it's what's really cool is after every chapter, we provide marching orders for folks. So practical things they can do in their homes and in their families, their communities, to restore traditional American values. And the problem was, Reagan brought mourning to America, then conservatives went into hibernation. And
right.
A couple of years later, we had a Read My Lips, and a generation later, we had a community organizer shacking up in the White House. So we don't want that again.
No, good for you, man. I mean, it really is great because this is where, I think you probably saw the writing on the wall, which was at the time you probably got cracking on this concept because it really is something that now this is important because people have to have this at their side because we've already seen it. Every time President Trump makes a move, you're going to become you're in a new land of victimhood where these folks are going to try to make you out to be the amoral bullies that they tried to make you out to be during the campaign.
It's a great point you raise, and again, if you sit back and analyze what's happening, a good argument could be made that the mainstream media and the liberal activists and Hollywood, quite frankly, are trying to foment some sort of a faux revolution or coup in America, trying to undermine this president. And this is a very dangerous time we are in right now. And thank goodness President Trump is in the White House. But the question is, how long is he going to be able to stay in the White House?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, when you look at the crowds and the protest, and look at the violence, quite frankly, Jamie. I mean, and it seems as though many of these cities, they're telling their police officers to stand down. I want to give you an example. Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, they allowed dozens of Muslims to commandeer a baggage claim area and turn it into a makeshift mosque. Could you imagine the farmer from West Texas coming into the airport, getting out of his pickup truck, walking in with his wife, and seeing people kneeling on prayer rugs shouting Allahs? Marge, get back in the truck.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, meanwhile, I walk into the TSA checkpoint with a bottle of shampoo in my carry-on, and they're manhandling us and hauling us off to jail.
Right, exactly. It's a crazy world. I mean, even when you talk about this travel restriction here, you're in a situation where, listen, if my mother can go to the airport, be pulled aside, extra check, shoes off, then certainly even someone with a green card who's not a citizen coming to and fro Libya can be asked 3 more questions for another half hour. I mean, come on. It's crazy, the world we live in now.
Well, and then you have, of course, I watched the SAG Awards, which they were bashing Trump and praising, their friends over in the Middle East, the Islamist. So here's my suggestion for Hollywood. I think next year they ought to take the SAG Awards to downtown Tehran. I hear the Ayatollahs are big fans of Rosie O'Donnell.
Right. Exactly. It just also proves we have more. I mean, it's another award show, and you're thinking, what is this one again? It's like, oh, the SAG Awards. Okay. Now I understand. I was like, I had no idea, but yeah. Now maybe we just have too many of these shows. That might be the problem. All right, buddy. Well, listen, yeah, because everybody's getting a trophy for pretty much everything these days, even in Hollywood. I noticed too, by the way, that shooting at the mosque in Quebec, that's been pretty quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, initially they were ready to blame, white nationalists
Yes.
who were doing it in the name of Donald Trump, and of course that didn't pan out, did it?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, all their prayers did not work there in the news media. That's for sure.
It didn't fit their narrative.
No doubt about it. Well, congrats on the book, The Deplorables Guide to Making America Great Again. It is right now available on pre-order. Is that at toddstarnes.com?
Yeah, they can get it at toddstarnes.com or any major bookstore across America.
I love it, buddy. Thanks so much. The Deplorables Guide to Making America Great Again. And, of course, Todd Starnes, always on Tuesdays making radio awesome again. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Jamie.
If you're retiring